Let's work on solving this problem. 30% of what number is 42? Now, the big question we want to start off asking ourselves is if we're looking for the part or the whole. So in this case, we want to find out what 30%, remember all percents are out of 100, 30% of what number is 42? So we know that 30% of some number is 42, right? So we know that 30% of that number is 42. That means we're looking for the whole. We're saying, well, 30% of what number is 42? We're looking for that 100%. All right, so in this case, we are clearly looking for the whole. Now, if we're looking at our key concepts guide, we know the simplest way we can do this with the aid of a calculator is to use our percents. And when we're talking about the whole, we divide. And when we're talking about the part, we multiply. So we're going to take our percent and we're going to convert it into a decimal. So we're going to find the unit rate. So in this case, 30%. Remember, you can either move the decimal place 2 times to the left, 1, 2, or just simply divide 30 by 100 to get the unit rate, which is going to be 0.3 or 0.30. All right, now anytime we're finding the whole, we know we divide. And dividing in this case is actually going to give us a bigger value. I know we're used to dividing giving us a smaller value, but when we divide by anything less than 1, it actually gives us a bigger value. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our part, which is 42, and we're just going to divide it by our unit rate of our percent, 0.30. And that should give us our whole. All right, so when we do that on a calculator, you can just do 42 divided by 0.3. What you're going to get is 140. Now, before we're confident with our answer, we want to double check to make sure it's true. So what's a quick way we check? We'll just check the unit rates. So over here, I'm going to do 30 divided by 100. I know that's going to give me 0.3. And then over here, I'm going to do 42 divided by 140 and make sure it gives me the same thing. And that's also 0.3. So I know I found the correct value. Now, I want to talk about a bonus strategy. Anytime we're given percents like 30, 40, 50, those percents, we know we can break down 100% into a model, right? And what can we break it down into? Well, we can break it down into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each of those parts would represent 10%, right? In this case, we know 30% equals 42. That means 3 of these parts equal 42. And can't that help us find the value of each of those boxes then to give us the total? Yes, it can. So if each of those parts if all 3 together equal 42, what would each equal? Well, we can just do 43 divided by 3, right, to find what each one would equal. And that would give us 14. So now I know each part of this ratio, which equals 100%, is 14. So now if I want to get this whole, the model, all I do is multiply that 14 times 10, which would give me 140, just like we found up here. All right, so there's another bonus strategy to help you understand how to break that down in case you were stuck. We can always think outside the box. We don't have to rely on a certain formula or strategy. All right, hope that helps.